Hello everybody and welcome to Benjamin Magnus Plays Transport Fever. Now, I don't know how much content I'm going to be able to crank out of this game, but I've heard some very good things about it, and I was a big fan of Railroad Tycoon back in the day, so I decided to give it a shot. We're just going to dive right into the campaign here. I did play through the tutorial and basically nothing else, and because I live in America, right down over here, we're going to play the American campaign. There's 7 missions in Europe and 7 missions in America, so we're just going to plop right into this. Okay, so here we are in the town of Cheyenne, and our goal is to construct our section of the Transcontinental Railroad through Laramie, through Rawlins, Evanstown, and I think there's one more out here, Ogden, yeah. So our goal is basically to create a rail line through all these various towns, and there's a couple other side missions. Like right now, we have a goal to construct a little station to transport goods from our Cheyenne farm over here, which makes food, to the storage depot for the town of Cheyenne. So that should be pretty simple. Deliver grain from Cheyenne farm to Cheyenne grain storage. So if I did the tutorial correctly, the way we're going to do this is to build a truck station, because there's going to be stuff traveling on roads, and goods are going to... Is it not arrow keys? Is it WASD? WASD, okay. I was like, why are we not moving around? So I'm going to need a depot. The goods move from one depot to another depot, and they'll go automatically from a point of production or consumption to the depots. So, let's see, N and M. I don't know why. N and M rotate your buildings, which is a little clunky when you're using WASD, but I mean, that's no big deal. That's beside the point. So let's try to get this as cheap as we can, because we only got $3 million. So we got truck depot there. And, truck station is what I mean. Truck station over here. Just, I don't think we can... I think it's snap. I wish you could just have free reign of rotation, but it snaps. You can't. It hurts my OCD. Okay, so let's plop that in right there. There we go. And what do we need now? We need a... here we go. A road depot. This is where we will build and maintain... Yeah, let's start it over on this side. This is where we're going to build and maintain trucks and... Well, we don't have trucks yet. We have, like horse and buggies. $10,000, okay. Now, by road vehicle, there it is. Horse carriage. Public transportation. This is for moving people around. And the wagon, okay. Cargo types, here we go. Passengers. And yeah. Just make sure it's on there. Grain. Okay, yeah. There's grain right there. Configuration. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think you could tell it to specifically transport one thing for grain. I think at this point it doesn't matter, because it doesn't have like multiple cars behind it or anything like that. Running cost of $2,300 per year. Color, I don't think we need any specific color on here. 2-horse vehicle with a simple twin. Yeah, okay. So let's buy one of those, and let's buy another one of those. Let's buy 2 of them. And we need a line. Okay, so we need to set a route for them, and it's going to go from here. Oh wait, I don't think I got it. Set line. New line. There it is. It looks like, yeah, there we go. The interface just happened to line up right on top of each other right there. UI is a little clunky at times, but that's okay. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go over here. Very nice. And I think that's it. Yeah, there they go. So let's see, add a station. No, we could rename it. Oh god, I wish I had my my Discord open right now. Oh, I don't want to alt tab out because it might mess up my recording. What are we going to call this? We can just call, you know what, for now we could just call this the grain route. I think when we're doing bigger things, we'll start naming routes and stuff after people. So the grain route. There we go. And they shouldn't have, I mean, they're going to be empty because this is a drop-off location, basically. Yeah, 0 of 4. It says logs. I don't know why it defaults to logs on these guys. I've noticed that in the tutorial, there has been a couple bugs here and there. Not a big deal, but the game came out like a day ago, so what can I expect? Okay, so you have grain. Here it is. Oh, it just disappeared. Oh, yep, there it is. It just plopped from over there to over there. That's what I was checking up on, to make sure that the grain was moving where it was supposed to move. And it is. I kind of dig the music. A little twangy. I don't know how fast it moves, though. I gotta say, I do enjoy the visual appeal of the game. It's not super. It's not like super, like stylized or super, graphically intense or anything like that. It's not overdone. It's not really underdone. It's just pleasant. It's even more pleasant when you got like trains and stuff going and you're like follow the routes and stuff. That's cool. All right, so let's speed this up a little bit. See, he costs money as he goes. Let's make sure he picks up stuff. Yep. Should have 4 grain. There we go. Here comes the other one. Do we have 4 in here? It looks like we have 5. Yep, we had enough. I think there's just enough going between here and there to keep 2 wagons. He's got his leg crossed. He doesn't look like he's trying that hard. To keep 2 wagons going at full clip. And so what'll happen is they'll come over here, drop off their loads, and then it'll just teleport itself over there. There's a little dissemination that's simplified that I would love to see, or maybe or love to be able to handle myself, like from one to the next or something like that. I don't know if I'd want to get into that, like that much minutia, but you know. Oh, here we go.
In order not to fritter away our meager starting capital already on the first leg of the journey, it'd be sensible to choose a route that avoids costly blasting operations to build tunnels.
All right, so we need to build a rail line from Cheyenne to Laramie, build a passenger station in Laramie, and connect it to an existing route with tracks. A valley connects Cheyenne and Laramie near the farm. It's a good place to lay tracks inexpensively. So let's put this on speed 1. For some reason, you can't build on when you're paused. Here's our section of track. We already got a train depot. That's where we would buy and supply trains from. And here's our passenger station in Cheyenne. So we need to connect this place to this place. And I'm assuming what it was talking about, this is the valley it was talking about, because tunnel blasting through this hill is going to be a pain in the butt. And we can actually... Here we go. I'm going to leave that on. Those are contour lines to let you know, to easily... visualize where there is changes in grade. I see intermediate contour, minor contour, major contour. Oh, it actually tells you exactly how high something is too. That's cool. So like if we where we want is a spot with basically no contour lines or minimal amounts. So I was looking over here. No, that's the same problem. Is there's a huge hill there. And there's a huge hill here, so that is the only way through. It looks to me like I'd want to try to stick right in this kind of tan area, as that looks like there's the least amount of grade change, which would be the least amount of like regrading, changing the height up or down of the track. So we're going to start going with that. There's one. I like watching this stuff moving around. All right, so here we go. I think we're gonna click in. Let's zoom out a little, and we're just gonna click and drag. We're gonna make this pretty simple to start with. We're just gonna get from there to around here. And if wherever you see the those kind of white boxes is where it's regrading. So I mean normal all over the place. That's fine. That's just leveling the terrain for the track because it has to be perfectly straight. But you can see right over here, we got a little close to this section, and knocked a bunch off. Can you like grab sections? No. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I was wondering if you could grab those nodes and kind of redo them. So if we plot, yeah. So if we get in towards here like we were, you can see the price goes up a lot. But if we stick out over this way, the price plummets to about half that. So that's what we are going to do. And I was really hoping you can kind of grab these nodes and drag them around, but it doesn't look like you can do that. So let's confirm that. You can always just drag from point A to point B, pretty much no matter the distance, and it will give you a valid path. But it will give you like the path of least, or like as a crow flies kind of thing. It won't give you the cheapest one. All right, so we're definitely gonna have to do this in little segments here. So we're gonna come in like this, kind of next to the road there. Again, very little change in the grade. And now we're getting into the more expensive sections here, because you can see the grade is changing quite a lot. But what we wanted to do was kind of stick to this lighter area and swoop in. Actually, it's much more expensive up here than it is down here. Interesting. So maybe what we're going to want to do is kind of give it try to get into this section right here. Let's do that. So yeah, that's not too bad, really. God damn it. I am making it longer, which of course is going to make it more expensive, but I think we're doing okay right here. Now, let's see, it's knocking off that big section there. I don't like that. 65,000. Oh, yeah. I was changing the length there a bit, but let's... 73. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper over here. Okay, I had that wrong. Yeah, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna stick to the original plan, trying to basically keep it inside this this lighter area. Follow the roads ever so slightly. It actually does smooth out the kind of the pathway pretty well. Oh fuck me, that got real crazy real fast there. And we're gonna try to stick in between these two contour lines too, and head off towards Laramie. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now we're gonna need a bridge, which is pretty easy to handle. And before I do that, I am gonna plop in the station, which is train station. I'll put it right on the end of this road. Oh, it doesn't line up perfectly. Oh, it hurts my brain. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I guess that's as close as we're gonna get it, right? Like that. Yeah, now we just need to connect those two segments, which should be easy. Just like that. Now we can pick what kind of bridge we want. I don't think we need anything special here. This is just like a regular wooden truss kind of bridge. No bridge, wooden truss bridge. You can cross it at 60 kilometers an hour. Stone bridge. We'll just plot. Isn't that pretty? That 90 kilometers per hour, and a steel bridge, 120 kilometers per hour. But right now, we're just going to stick with the wooden one. It is the cheapest. Let's see, 60. Is that I don't know what that. Oh, that's speed. That's the. You know what? That is speed. That's what that is. I was always wondering what those numbers meant. It's speed. We don't have trains going that fast though, so it's not a big deal. And I think we just can do this.
Wonderful.
There we go.
This one leg completed already. However, we're already encountering our first difficulties. It was very good of the government to place this land at our disposal free of charge. If it weren't for those damned Indians.
Oh!
They've pitched their tents right in the middle of our planned route. Our scouts seem to think they're rather displeased with the white man and his iron horse, and that's us.
Well, that escalated quickly. I was wondering how long it would be before we ran into problems like that. Considering playing in North America in the 1860s, it is July 6th, 1865 at the moment. Let's give this a... No, we don't need to pause it. Build a passenger station in Rawlins, connect it to the existing route with tracks. Area around the Indian territory is blocked. Click on the exclamation point at the Indian village to negotiate with the Indians to find a way around the problem. So what we're going to do first is set up a passenger route. So we got these guys going. They're bringing in a very small income. I believe we can actually look at it. Balance of $10,000. So that's making a small profit. Looks like they got a nice stockpile here. We might be able to add on another one. But yeah, why don't we do that? So let's escape out of this. Let's buy a road vehicle, another horse wagon, and set it to the grain route. Something I have of this opinion UI-wise, I feel like this game's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying myself with it. Too many windows, though. Too many windows, too many pop-ups when you're doing stuff. A lot of them are like windows you don't even end up using a lot, or don't necessarily. Maybe I can go into the settings and change like which ones pop up on which click, but there's a little too much clutter on the screen at times for not really too much reasons. Oh, and this unit model, this guy with the suspenders, he's used a lot. But that's pretty normal for a transport game where the people are just simulated like this. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a Unity engine game based on the particle effects here from the smoke, because it looks like some of the generic textures that come with the Unity engine for the smoke here. Not that it looks bad from a distance or anything like that. I actually really like Unity. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up, Unity 3D. Train, that's what we were fucking doing. Let's get rid of this. Over here, so we are going to buy a train. All right, so yeah, let's just look at our locomotives. We got the Baldwin 6 wheels and the 440 the General. Let's see, this one's almost twice the price. Top speed 40, 45, weight of 20,000 kilograms, 40,000 kilograms. This one has a much higher power usage. Traction effort. I think that means this will be able to take its varying grade better. Running costs are a lot higher down here. Lifespan of about 30 years. I'm just going to go with the Baldwin 6-wheel here because, I mean, we're going to try to save as much money as we can. So let's buy that. This is what I mean with the pop-ups. I really don't need this window to pop up whenever I do that kind of stuff. Now we need some wagons. There's going to be passengers on this route here. So this is a cargo, liquid, livestock, plastic machines, tools, food, goods, and log, steel, planks, construction materials. So we're going to do passenger car, and I'm just going to throw on 2 of these, I think. No, let's just use the 1. I don't know if we're ever going... I don't know if we're just going to be enough passenger demand for that. So new line. And we are going to go from Cheyenne to Laramie here. See the line, the green line. And this is going to be the... So that was the grain route. This is going to be the transcontinental leg. That's what we're going to call this one. After this episode, I'm going to like pull up my Patreon and my my Discord there and start naming stuff after people. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so transcontinental, there we go. Load of available. Here we go. Can I lock the stop, reverse, go to depot, set line? Yeah, you can name the train. Well, why don't we name the train? The train is going to be the Flying Sergei. All right, this Sergei. I've noticed that there's almost never any goods or goods to move the first time something goes out. Oh, look at that! Isn't that cool? All the smoke and steam. But what we're hoping is when it comes back, there'll be passengers who want to move. The flying Sergei. I don't know how much it cost me. Without it, because there's no people on it, it's doing this empty right now. Yeah, let's pause this for a hot second. What is that conductor doing? What is that angle on his head? What is he looking at? Okay. Continue on. Whoop. So I added a third on here, did I not? There it is. Yeah. It looks like it's doing a good job. Still turning in a small profit, so let's... the profit did go up slightly. I think I hit a point of diminishing returns, though. Because before, the two were making a total of about 10,000. Now it's making about 12.5. So that's about a 50% reduction in profits for that one, for adding that one on there. So yeah, there was a good deal of regrading here, knocking out the sides. But it looks like we avoided a good portion of the issues there. And it should... No, it's not going to slow down. It can only go 40. I doubt there's going to be anybody over here. Oh, no! Oh, I have a passenger! I got one person! Woo! A toot toot! Alright, so the next thing was to talk to the American Indians here. Who are apparently directly in the fucking way.
Those damned
Oh,
idiots
that
are
escalated.
sabotaging our work and are said to have physically attacked some of our men. We need to do something. We have various options. Either we buy them a piece of land of equivalent value, which could get pretty costly, or we could settle it the old-fashioned way, which would probably cost us our good reputation in certain circles. Or else we could try to bribe them with firewater, although its consumption is known to make one rather aggressive.
All right, I feel like not being a horrible person is a good idea, so I'm gonna buy... Oh, God. None of these options make me a good person, but that one cost me $200,000, and hopefully the land I buy them is not awful. There's like 8 people clapping. All right, where's Sergei? There he is. Wow, that was a hell of a fare, bud. That's one person. I'm glad I didn't put 2 cars on there. There's not a lot of people moving back and forth. This, God, that covered a fraction of one leg of the route. So that thing's gonna be running on in the red for a while until there's more people to move. Right, so the next thing to do is build a station to Rawlins, and it looks like the best thing to do is just going to be give a little swoop through here. Avoid any of the dips. And put it up and yeah, I don't know, maybe where do I want to put this? I can kind of come like this, can put it out this way, and then I could just give it a little swoop there, and it can go that way. So let's start by putting in the train station here. Let's put it in here. I hope I don't run out of money, because I got a big section of track to make here. This one is not going to be nearly as complicated as last. Oh, there we go. That person went. Hang on, let's, is there anybody on here? 3, there we go. Okay, so it's starting to, become a little bit more popular. So, yeah, we can just cross the street, no problem. No big deal. But we're going to want to swoop this way. Nah, there's no issue. There's basically no traffic here, so that's no big issue. Okay. And then we're going to swoop through here. Sorry, Native Americans, but I'm carving a path straight through your, like, ancestral homeland. So yeah, this is... We're gonna do a big swoop here, basically. And then we're going to swoop back around. Kind of like this. And it should snap right in. Bam!
problem with the Indians has been settled, but we've already encountered our next challenge. Before us lie miles and miles of nothing but bone-dry steppe. We'll need to make sure we don't run out of water. However, there should be iron ore deposits that we can exploit to earn a bit of extra money and to produce tools.
Okay. Build the rail line from Rawlins to Evanston. Take the route past at least 3 wells. Build a passenger station in Evanston to connect it to the existing route with tracks. The wells are marked with green circles. In this task, you can earn a medal. Okay, so we need to... So here's the wells. And it wants us to continue building there. But I think what we need to do first is alter our route. So, routes. This one. Kind of add a station. Bam. And, okay. That should be it. Alright, where's the flying Sergei? Oh, I can see it coming around the bend. I want to see how profitable this is, and I want to make sure it continues on to the next area. Whoo, 6,000. 1 person on it, and there it goes. Off to the next station. Again, with 1 passenger. Ugh, it's awful. The profits are terrible. This thing's draining me dry. The flying Sergei is not profitable. But the next section of track, yeah, not too bad. Not too much regrading here, it seems. Swooping on in. What is this?
It is rumored that a huge nugget of gold is buried somewhere in the wasteland before us. The first settlers are said to have buried it somewhere out in no man's land, while on the run from gunslingers. An aging saloon girl in Laramie knows more.
Okay, but we're gonna have to do a search for the, I don't know, the nugget of awesomeness, the nugget of truth, for the nugget of truth tomorrow, because we are running out of time here. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for sticking with me with this. I am enjoying the game so far. Hopefully I can keep this going for a little while. Don't forget to drop me a like, leave those comments right down below. Subscribe if you want to watch more of Benjamin Magnus Plays Transport Fever, and I will see you guys next time.